you're looking for a fun Easter or spring dessert, then you are not going to want to miss this video. Keep watching. Hey friends, it's Kelly M. Welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. So friends, today we are going to make some Easter crack. And what I mean by that, this is a Toffee Saltine Cracker dessert, I guess you would call it. It is so delicious, and I think you guys are gonna love it. It's very quick and easy to make, very few ingredients, so it's something that you can put together very quickly. If you're running short on time, you can do it the day before. So let me quickly go over all the ingredients and then we'll get started. So we're gonna start with some saltine crackers. We're gonna need about 50 crackers. It depends on how large your tray is. So anywhere between, I think it's like 46 to 50 crackers. We are going to need some white or vanilla chocolate, M&Ms, light brown sugar, and a stick of butter, and some sprinkles. And that's it, friends. That's all we're doing. That's it. That's all the ingredients that you need. So let me stop talking and let's jump right into this recipe. All right, my friends, we're gonna start by putting our crackers down. So we are just going to lay them out on a sheet, a baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper. So put it together like that. All right, my friends, so I actually have 54 crackers on here. This is my larger baking sheet, and that's probably why I have a few more on there. All right, so now this is prepped, and now I'm gonna go ahead. I have 16 ounces of chocolate here, and we need 2 cups, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut this up, and then put it in my cup and melt it. All right, my friends, I think I'm going to do a double batch of this. So I went in and got my Aldi vanilla one. This is actually 24 ounces. So this is a lot more than this. This is 16 ounces. Look at the size difference, 24, but this is way thicker and heavier, obviously. So I'm gonna use this since I'm gonna do probably a batch and a half, but I'm gonna just show you this batch. So I'm gonna open this one up instead. So this is 24 ounces. And then I like to take my large measuring cup and I'll show you what I do. This is half of that, so this is 12 ounces, and we need 16 ounces. So what I do is I just kind of go down the sides and just kind of chop that up like that. I find that it makes it a lot easier to melt it. It doesn't have to be super thin, but I just find it makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish chopping up what I need for this batch, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, so I have my oven. I set it for 400, so that is beginning to preheat. I have a saucepan here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I'm going to put in 2 sticks of butter. It calls for 1 cup of butter. And so we're going to put in 2 sticks. I went ahead and just chopped it up a little bit. just to make it easier to melt. Just gonna get this started, and then I'm gonna add my brown sugar as soon as it starts to melt a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add in a cup of brown sugar. That was a firmly packed cup. And I'm just going to mix this up till it's mixed well. So we got it on low heat right now. And then we're going to be turning it up in a few. Okay, as soon as this butter melts, we're going to turn it up. In the meantime, I'm going to keep stirring because we do not want this to burn. So we'll check back in once it's all melted. All right, now we're going to go ahead and turn this up a little bit to medium-high. Just melted that on low, and we do need to stir constantly so we don't yeah, Cal, burn it. So I'm going to let this go for about 3 minutes, and it should thicken up a little bit more, and then we're going to go ahead and pour it over our saltine crackers. So I'm going to just keep on stirring. You definitely want to keep stirring because you do not want to burn this. Make sure you're on the bottom of that pan. It's starting to thicken up now. Yeah. Almost there, friends. Almost there. Just want to give it a little bit more time. I want to have it like a syrup, kind of. Yeah. Almost. Almost. Alright, you can see this is about it, my friends. It's been 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and pour it over. Alright. We are now just going to pour this over our crackers. Oops. And it is a lot lighter because I used the light brown sugar, but you can use the dark brown sugar. I'm making a mess. Dripping everywhere. Trying to get it on every one, and then we'll spread it out. Okay. Now let's go ahead and take our spatula. We're going to try to cover as much as possible. It does set up pretty quickly. And the key is not moving, not moving the crackers as much as possible. My pan is not the flattest. There we go. There we go. Let's get them all covered. Every last drop. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the oven for about 10-11 minutes. Okay. Alrighty, let's get that timer set. And friends, I like to talk about prep work. I have my M&Ms dumped out in my bowl, my sprinkles with the lid off. All this saves time when you're working with chocolate and caramel and things like that that's set up pretty quickly. So you always want to do as much prep work in advance, and then it's easier to move and get it done. So I just wanted to give you that quick little tip. All right, my friends, let's check on these. Oh, they look delicious. They look delicious. Let's go ahead and get them out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. right, I'm gonna set it here and just let that set up a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get my chocolate melted. Oh man, look at that. Some of my crackers overlap, so I'm just putting them in there. Bumper to bumper. All right, I'm gonna let that cool, I think, a few more minutes before I melt my chocolate. I just wanted to set up first, okay? I'm just gonna give it about a minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and get started melting the chocolate. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and melt my chocolate. I do have a melt button, so I'll be using that. I forgot to mention, because I have more crackers on that larger sheet, I did add an extra 2 ounces of chocolate, but I'll have the normal 48 to 50 cracker recipe in the description box. But I did add a little bit extra chocolate just because that was a much larger tray. So I have a second batch already in the oven and chopped up my chocolate for that as well. This actually has been sitting here probably about 4 minutes now, and it's still warm, but it has set up. I just kind of wanted to wait to get that in the oven because I am a little bit short on time because I'm taking this to work, so I wanted to get it done really quickly. So we're melting the chocolate now. I'll give it a stir. Just follow the package directions on how to melt your chocolate. Like I said, I have a melt button and that works really, really great for me. So as soon as the chocolate is melted, we'll go ahead and do a pour over all of this. Isn't a pour over a coffee? Do we call this a pour over too? I don't know, but as soon as it's melted, we're gonna get it finished. All right, my friends, chocolate is all melted. I need a spatula. I'll just get a clean one. This pink one's a little more flexible anyway. So I am going to drizzle this all over. Don't want to waste any. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take my handy dandy spatula. We are going to spread this chocolate out. I was too close to the edge on that one. You got to be careful with that, my friends. That was a tad bit too close. That's okay. I think we're still good. Be careful. You don't want to waste any of the chocolate. Glad I put that extra chocolate in there at the last minute, because I definitely do not think I would have had enough. Okay, there we go. Oops. Ah. And now I'm just going to take some M&Ms. And you can add like chopped nuts on this if you want. Not a problem. Walnuts chopped up. That would be good. Get some pinks and purples over here. Couple there. Then I'm going to take some of my sprinkles, and you can use like pastel. This is like green grass with some little eggs in it. Like tie-dye eggs. That you can use as much or as little as you want. I'm going to do a tiny bit more over there. Oh. It's like I keep finding spots I really want to put some in. One more. That's it. There we go, my friends. Look, my friends, does that look delicious or what? All right, I'm going to let this set up just for a little while, and then we'll go ahead and break it apart and do a taste test. All right, my friends, I did put this in the refrigerator for a little bit because I need to get out of here to get to work. I have this little egg-shaped bowl that I got at Walmart last year, and I'm just gonna put this in there, and I have another one that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this out of my pan. Stuck a little. Oh, I just washed the counter. I guess I'll be washing it again. All right. Lift this up off the paper. Go. And we're just going to break it. Just like that, friends. Just like that. I'm just setting that in my bowl. I'm going to make sure there's no paper on the bottom of it. All right, let me finish ahead and breaking this up, breaking the other one up, and then I'll give you guys a close-up and we'll do a quick taste test. And my hands are greasy. All right, my friends, I broke the first batch up. I'm gonna let the other ones cool a little bit more. You see my ring light in there. That's what it looks like. Make it a small little piece. And that's what that looks like. Give you a close-up. Now, let's do a taste test. Oh man. These are really good. Very rich too. This little piece is enough for me for a month and a half, 2 months. Definitely rich, but it is delicious, absolutely delicious. Very easy to make, as you saw, and not a lot of ingredients. So friends, that'll do it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little subscribe button, as it does greatly help me out. And please check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok, as I am active on all those social media sites as well. So friends, thanks so much, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye.